Hi, I'm Duncan Moss, and I'd like to welcome you to my video blog. Today we've got something slightly different. I had promised myself, if not anybody else, that I would never do an unboxing. It's just not me. But this is something slightly different, and I can't resist it. This is I bought this. It's £80 normal price, but I got it for £25. It's the George Melies autobiography in a special presentation. It comes in this wooden box, and it has the book, which is beautiful, uh, absolutely beautiful, presented. It's his autobiography that hasn't been published for, it hasn't been in print for several decades. About, I think we're talking about 60, 70 years. The book has got, it's not very easy to show it, but it's got lots of drawings by him. If you don't know who George Méliès was, he was a film pioneer in the late 19th century. He may have made the first ever horror movie with a skeleton. He This is quite difficult to present. That's quite a nice picture. Obviously, that's the thing. I think that's him with a reel of film. He did a lot of special effects movies in the from the late 19th through to the early 20th century. He was His work was considered state of the art. The only sad thing is that whilst his special effects, many of which are still being used today, the actual making of the films, i.e., the plots and the pacing and everything, he didn't really adapt very well with that. They were still quite, special effects were great, but the actual films were, other filmmakers were making stuff that was better paced. So the studio, which had been doing so well, all these are drawings by him, by the way. This is just, I don't think I can catch it. Um, Basically, sadly, the studio closed. I think it was just after the First World War, and he spent his last uh, days selling clockwork toys in Paris, on the a railway station. His career is his story is told in the film Hugo, the Martin Scorsese picture, with Sir Ben Kingsley playing him, and it's an absolutely superb film. This is what you get. I'm just going to turn it around to try and get it presented. You get this with it, which is a lovely montage picture of Georges Méliès with a load of rockets and stuff, because he did a lot of his films were horror or science fiction flavoured. I think he's the first person to have done a movie of H.G. Wells's First Man in the Moon. Very good looking gentleman. He was originally a conjurer. So the fact that he's a pioneer of special effects, that's something you wouldn't think with amazement, that he started off as a conjurer, as a pioneer of special effects. And then you got this other lovely montage in complete black and white. Again, this is just lovely. It's a montage of lots of things from his movies. And there's a very Jules Verne element to these works of his. He did one about the Channel Tunnel, which I think was shown on TV fairly fairly recently. That is just lovely. He's got, I'll just do close up. There he is, the old rogue in the middle, presenting his. That is just done, and you've got the sun. Is that the sun behind him with a face? Because the very famous. Just show you, because it's on the front of it's the moon, man in the moon, with a space rocket going into his eye. That's been used in so many. The Wonder Stuff used it on the front of their album Hup. and I think several bands have used it in videos and things for Top of the Pops. Very sadly, a lot of his films were lost because when his studio closed, he was in heavily in debt, and they had to melt down a lot of the prints of his movies to get the silver out of it to pay off the studio debts. Um, so he didn't end his life in poverty, but obviously um, it was a sad ending to occur of a great man. You also get this, which is um, this is rather nice. This is a receipt from the George Melies studio, it's signed by him. It's not it's a photocopy, but it's still very, very nice to have. I thought I was going to get a badge in with it because I'm a bit of a badge freak, but that's not in here. I think I had to buy that separately from the website. But no, really, really nice. Yeah, I sort of I'll have these mounted, these two, I'll put them together just to end the video. Oh, if they're going to stay up, but they won't, because that doesn't happen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Very, very nice. Yeah, lovely. But you may have to pay a bit more than £25 for it if you want to get it. But yeah, whoever came up with this, full credit to them. This is lovely. So I'll sign off. Don't expect too many unboxes. Because I'm doing it with my phone, so I had to basically take everything out to make it easy to open because I've only got one hand. But when I had a model I got out, so it was Captain Blue model figurine. Um, Captain Blue from Captain Scarlet, his head came off as I got him out of the box, and I don't want. But no, that is just absolutely lovely. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. God bless.